Yo, what is good YouTube? I am Richie Kim, and today I'm going to be bringing you all the performance review on the Nike Kyrie Low 2. Before we get started, if you want to enjoy sneaker content just like this, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button down below. But anyways, let's get right into it. As always, starting off with the traction, the Kyrie Low 2 features a full-length elongated nub pattern. So compared to other Nike models that do feature a nub traction pattern, these nubs are much longer than those, and I think it is for more like durability, because even then, like, nub patterns just normally don't last that long. But I feel like durability, as long as you guys are using these on an indoor court, should be okay. Definitely don't take these outdoors though, because the rubber is just not going to hold up and the nubs are going to rip off. But the traction on this Kyrie Low 2 is really nice. It has an extremely hard bite. If you guys are playing on clean courts, you aren't going to have any problems whatsoever. If you do play on like your mildly dusty to hella dusty courts, you probably still won't experience that many problems. One thing to note about this traction pattern though is it does pick up some dust, but a very light wipe and you guys are good to go. Another great thing about the traction pattern is that it does have pivot circles. So the nubs actually feature 2 pivot circles on the forefoot and 1 in the heel. It just helps, so when you're like pivoting, it makes the transitions easier. Another great thing that I really liked about the Kyrie Low 2 is they did kind of keep the curvature, the outsole curvature. So especially on the medial side, it is very rounded. But what they didn't do is they didn't curve the middle of the traction. So you actually have a flat, stable base when you aren't trying to, do a crossover or something like that, which is really great. The traction on the Kyrie Low 2 is awesome. So moving on to the cushion, the Kyrie Low 2 features pretty much what I think is a Phylon midsole with a zoom unit in the forefoot and a zoom unit in the heel. And I'm a little disappointed because I couldn't really feel the zoom unit in the heel, but I could feel the zoom unit in the forefoot. It is very mild. It's nothing compared to like the Kyrie 5, which had the zoom turbo, and I thought that felt amazing. The Kyrie Low 2's forefoot zoom unit is more of a very subtle bounce, a subtle spring, while also maintaining that core feel and responsiveness. You get some impact protection, but not as much as I would like, especially out of a zoom unit in the forefoot. It is what it is, this is definitely meant for those quicker, shiftier players that need to be very light on their feet. So I understand why the cushion setup is implemented like it is on the Kyrie Low 2. If that sounds like that's your play style, then I'd say that the cushion setup is awesome for you guys. If you all want something with more impact protection, this is definitely not the way to go. The Kyrie Low 2 features a pretty much textile upper, and for the price point, the textile is actually really nice. It sits on your foot very nicely and it gives you a lot of containment while also not sacrificing like the durability or anything like that. So I'd say material usage on here is really nice. Another thing about the materials on the shoe is around the midfoot is this like rubber cage, which just helps contain your foot even better. And you do have like this, it's not fused, it's kind of like a rubbery plastic material around the toe area for your toe drags, just for that added durability. Not to mention the tongue is just like a traditional mesh tongue. Materials on the shoe are surprisingly nice, so I don't really have anything bad to say about the materials on the shoe. Moving on to the fit, I would say that the Kyrie Low 2 pretty much runs true to size. Just like with all Kyrie models, I'd say it is a little bit narrow in the forefoot, but as a slightly wide footer, I didn't really have any problems. I didn't really have any pinching pain, just a little bit of pressure where my pinky toe is, but that feeling went away and I feel perfectly comfortable playing in these shoes now without any problems whatsoever. The overall fit combined with the material usage, it does give you a very good fitting shoe. So it feels like everything is just pretty much sitting right on top of your foot, which is really nice. Moving on to the support, there's nothing too spectacular about the support in the shoe. It does have great support. It's just like, there's nothing outstanding and like nothing special support wise. So in the heel, you do have a heel counter and you do have a midfoot plate that runs throughout the shoe for that torsional rigidity and stability. And the Kyrie Low 2 does feature a pretty wide base. So if you guys are doing a lot of lateral movements, you guys aren't going to have any tippy issues or like, the support problems whatsoever. Not to mention, because of like how they did everything on the shoe, you don't have any side to side movement on the footbed. So the support in the Kyrie Low 2, although it doesn't feature anything spectacular, still does really well. So the Kyrie Low 2 retails for $110, and for $110, I definitely say get a pair if you want to. It's a great performer on court, and that traction is money. Like, Traction to me is one of the most important features in a shoe, and this shoe has amazing traction. I just wish that the cushion could have been a little bit better. If I could actually feel the zoom units, like especially in the heel and the forefoot, like a lot more, I'd say that this is a steal of a shoe for 110 bucks. But even then, 110 bucks, you're still getting a great performer out of this. So if you all were interested, I would recommend getting a pair because you guys won't be disappointed. That's pretty much it for this performance review. If you all enjoyed this video, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button down below, and also smash that thumbs up button for me, as it really does help me out. While you guys are at it, check out this video on my left and on my right, and that's pretty much it. Until next time, peace.